You know how we know of such a thing called white privilege, right? We hear that a lot. And that's not even something that I think of or is my daily or even just conversational language because for me, I just have this notion that honestly, for me and my household, racism doesn't exist. Not that it doesn't factually exist, but that's just something that I just have lived through and have decided to just not even look at as a factor. And I've not always had the language to be able to explain why I am that way, right? Where for me, it could be political viewpoints, it could be people, it could be just situations, even in conversations, it gets really uncomfortable for me when I'm in the midst of conversation that has to do with racism or that has to do with, if it's black power or black people or all that situation. Because for me, it's just something I choose to see it as a non-factor. And I am very aware that that's something that's an issue. I'm aware that that's something that people have been affected by, for lack of better words. So when God gave me these thoughts, like, I'm privileged. I was at church and the thought just came to my mind, right? And it wasn't even what the pastor was preaching, but it just came to my mind. I'm privileged. Kingdom privilege. And when I tell you, it hit me so good that I literally went on Canva, on ChatGPT, created like the statement, ordered some custom stickers to just put it everywhere, because I'm like, that's the mindset. It's like, I'm privileged. I don't care if there's such a thing as white privilege, purple privilege, black, whatever. I am privileged, but my privilege is kingdom privilege. So I have the same mindset, right? That there are certain things that I am privileged to, right? There's certain rights that I'm privileged to. There's certain things that when it happens to me, I'm like, oh no, this is not supposed to happen to me, right? Like, I know there's also a statement people say, okay, this person is being a Karen or whatever. Well, this is my being a Louise, right? Where I'm like, okay, I'm walking into this situation. Favor is my privilege, right? Healing is my privilege, right? Deliverance is my privilege, right? And so I just started thinking really different, like, yeah, I am privileged. Like, it doesn't have to be a popular statement, it doesn't have to be something where humanity has to grant me those privileges. But for me, that was the best way that God, Holy Spirit, was able to explain the feeling that I've been feeling, that I don't care if I'm black, I don't care if I'm African, I'm an immigrant, I don't care what happened in the political climate, I don't care what happens in the church, I don't care what happens in my family. I am privileged, kingdom privilege. And with those privileges, that's where my confidence comes from. That's where my pride comes from. That's where I can walk around with my head up high. That's when I know that, hey, if you mistreat me, my dad gonna get you. I don't have to fight. I don't have to, it's a whole nother way of moving when you know that you're privileged, right? You know how sometimes we be like, people that have white privilege, they think that everybody is rich and everybody got money. There is no broke people. Like, they don't even know that there are people that are struggling. Like, they don't understand, the black, what people that black people go through, or what immigrants go through, because they haven't been there. And I'm slowly becoming in that bubble of I'm privileged, because it just eliminates worry for me. It eliminates me. Like, even if somebody has been racist to me in the past, I didn't experience it. Like, I literally tell people, honestly speaking, I have not experienced racism in my 20-something years of being in America. It doesn't mean it's never happened. Probably has. I just didn't take it. I just was like, okay, I guess that person is just not having a good day. Or maybe it's something I said. Maybe I need to know how to say it in a better way. Like, my first thought process is not somebody's being racist to me or mistreating me because of my accent or because of where I'm from or my skin color. I just literally it's just not a non-factor. And I'm praying that God continues to create that bubble for me, because it helps me not to operate out of fear, right? Like being an African, there's a lot of things that we grow up knowing about or talking about, spiritually especially, right? That we're more conscious about, that, don't go here, don't do this. If you're going back home, you got to be careful where you eat, where you drink. People can poison. Like, there's just so many things that can bring a spirit of fear either way, right? And being in that bubble almost creates a level of innocence where it's like, all I got to do is remember what kingdom gave me my privileges, and it supersedes any kingdom, any privilege. So anywhere that I go, I know my rights in the kingdom. I know I'm privileged, so I operate from that. So if I bless my food or I decree a thing, that's all. Angels are working on my behalf. God got my back. One of my sisters always says that you got to pass through Jesus to get to her, right? And I love that statement, because that's privilege. Like, you got to go through the gates where Jesus is standing right there before you get to me in the kingdom. Like, the kingdom is guarded. We got guards all over. You got to go through all of them gates, all of them guards to get to me. So I wanted to share that thought today, and I hope that it blessed somebody.